If the world wants to switch to cleaner forms of energy, it's going to take a lot of manpower. And right now, there's a shortage of people who could actually do the work. In 2021, energy jobs grew faster than overall U.S. employment. So the Department of Energy says job related to electric vehicles grew more than 26% that year. Jobs in solar and wind energy grew 8%. Right now, there are nearly 8 million jobs open in renewable energy.
Even though we're showing a lot of robots doing the work here on vehicles. So how do you get more people into jobs we need? It's something the Department of Energy is working on. Michael Forrester is with the Office of State and Community Energy Programs to join us to talk about this. Thank you so much for coming in to talk about this, because it is a little intimidating, I think, for people to go into a sector that they haven't had any experience in. So what green jobs would you say are growing the fastest?
Yeah, I mean, the whole economy at this point in time is undergoing this rapid transition into this clean energy economy. You're seeing rapid investments in electric vehicles. You're seeing investments in homes. You're seeing investments in renewable energy. So really, there is an opportunity all across the board for whatever your interests are to plug in and help this economy grow.
Is the Department of Energy actually helping, put out information to get more job seekers to go into this field?
Yeah, absolutely. So, in addition to a number of, public platforms and kind of discussion points about how to get into the clean energy economy, we're also directly funding states to help stand up clean energy workforce programs. And so that those opportunities will help people transition into the clean energy economy. So when you're looking at things like heat pumps, HVAC heat pumps, that's a different technology than your traditional furnace. And so people need to be trained in order to make those installations. And so as your home starts to become invested in, as people start to put these new technologies out there, people need to be trained in order to do that work. And so DOE absolutely is starting to bring these programs to the table, because in order to do this clean energy transition, people have to do the work.
So there must be a wide range when it comes to how long you have to train. But is it a long process on average, or is it like 6 months to 2 years on average to train to do some of these skills?
Yeah, I mean, so that's the great thing about these types of jobs, is it really meets people where they are. You can go, the high academic route where you're, doing material science, working on energy batteries, or you can go into the skills trades. You look at electricians, you look at plumbers, you look at HVAC. So it's so broad and it's so vast that no matter where you are in and the amount of time that you want to put in to retrain, there's something for you there.
So we know how expensive college has gotten, and there's this big conversation whether to send, let's say I have a kid right now who's getting ready to go to college. Let's say you have a kid right now that's getting ready to go to college. Would you push them to go to college and maybe focus on this sector? Or would you say, hey, you don't need it. We're just going to get you to a trade school and get you in the workforce ASAP? What would be better?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different. You got to find out what your kid is interested in. Do they want to lean in and, like I said, go into the material sciences, go into electric batteries, go into engineering for these machines? Great. Does your kid want to go work with their hands? Mm-hmm. Does your kid want to wire? Does your kid want to climb on roofs? It really
seems like there's a huge range.
I want to climb
such an opportunity that I don't want to tell anyone what's better. It really depends on what do you want to be when you grow up?
So obviously, we want to make sure these opportunities are open for everyone. So what is the DOE doing to make sure that, the disadvantaged and maybe the underrepresented workers are able to get some of these jobs?
Yeah, so, there's a huge push among the DOE and the federal government to make sure that we are investing in our historically disadvantaged communities, and to make sure that those benefits are flowing to those communities and those job opportunities are in those communities as well. So in all of our funding announcements, how if it's a state, if it's a community, if it's a college, when they're responding to us, they must deliberately plan and tell us how they're going to make sure that those benefits flow down to those communities, how we achieve the administration's Justice 40 goals. And so it is an integral part of our funding process that it's laid out there very clearly.
I don't know if you're going to know this question, but I'm going to throw it at you anyway. What can someone expect to make coming right out of college or the trade school in a beginning job in this industry? Is the range super high, or is there kind of a specific, like you could make this much?
I mean, you've got electric startups where if you hit, you can make millions of dollars. You've got your wonderful electricians that are making $65, $70, $80,000 a year. Again, this is a revolution to our economy that's going on right now. And so the jobs that are coming out, they are good wages. Many of them are union jobs. Many of them, don't require a college degree, and so those opportunities are available. And then there's the opportunities, the kind of the more the academic track or the entrepreneurial track. New business models are going to come up. New businesses are going to grow. I mean, this machine that is the energy grid that we've built over the past 100 years is the largest machine in the world.
Yeah, and everything keeps changing, and there's new technology every second, and we're going. We have to wrap up, but real quick, if people want to learn about some of these programs, where do they go?
Go to energy.gov, which is DOE's central website.
Energy.gov.
That should be a great starting point.
All right, Michael Forrester, Acting Principal, Deputy Director with the Office of State and Communication Energy Program at the Department of Energy. Thank you so much for joining us today. There you go.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, because you always wonder, where do we even start or go? And it seems like he's given us a good base to jump off of.
Yeah, we really appreciate that.